Silly intro. Go.
Freundleben.
I try to make
There,
a
there's
Pokemon reference, and you just speak nonsense.
You don't know what Freundleben is.
Should I go to Google?
No, Google doesn't help us.
I have no idea what it is.
Oh, that's a shame.
What old TV show do I have to, old movie do I have to watch now?
Actually, what is it? Animaniacs?
Oh, okay.
I've heard of that. I've never watched it.
It's a cartoon from...
I know it's a cartoon from the 80s.
I
Yeah.
like the Goodfellas.
The Goodfellas were awesome.
Always. Shows our age, Greg. Shows our age.
It does. It does indeed. Oops.
Pinky in the Brain.
I know that one. I never watched it, but I know that one.
Beetleborgs, VR Troopers, He-Man. You go on. Mega Man when it was
God.
on. Mega Man when it was on.
Mega Man 2, final boss music.
I'm a fan of Mega Man.
There you go.
Awesome.
I always wanted them to bring NT Network over to English, but they never did.
What channel?
It was back in the day. It was either Fox in the Box or Kids WB. Animaniacs was on Kids WB though.
I vaguely remember these stations.
Fox had a bunch. Fox in the Box, Fox Kid.
Yep.
I don't remember. I don't remember any other one. I know they had a lot because I just gave up trying to learn them. Like, okay, this Saturday morning, gotta watch my cartoon. That's it.
Yeah, Saturday morning cartoons were awesome.
Yeah.
Apparently. Well, they used to have Looney Tunes on in the morning,
Yup.
which was nice. I liked that. They don't
Looney
anymore.
Tunes was, again, another awesome one.
But that's from the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Looney Tunes?
Yes.
That's from early 90s.
Yes.
Looney Tunes? No, it isn't.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're talking about those ones.
I'm talking
I was
about the
thinking
real
Tiny
ones.
Toons.
No, the real ones.
Oh.
Anyway, we have a jam-packed show for you today, don't we?
Yes.
And thought he was going to be quiet.
Who?
He's playing Power Rangers. Very fun.
There's another show from back in the day I never watched.
No, you want to know a good show? Freaking
Magic
Boy.
the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering. That is an awesome show.
It
Heard
is.
it. I've heard that it's like an absolutely amazing show.
And I'm getting echo from someone. Anyway. So this is our year-end award show. I posted all the nonsense in chat for you people, but our listeners do not see our chat, which is probably best for them.
Probably.
And for our sanity as well. So it's our year-end awards show. We have 32 categories. Did you come up with any nonsensical ones?
No, not really.
You did?
I
Did anybody?
couldn't think of any. You pretty much touched based on everything.
Well, I didn't do any nonsense. I did actual Magic content.
Well, that's what the people want.
I know. I mean, like, aren't we supposed to be a Magic show?
I don't know. We just talked about other things for 20 minutes.
Yeah, we did talk about 90s kids show.
90s
and
kid shows, football, etc.
football.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, Lions. Hashtag ban the bell.
Go Pack Go. They've probably lost by the time you're hearing this, unfortunately.
Probably. I mean, they are the pack.
Nobody
No,
likes the Packers.
They're a good team, very good team, but without Aaron Rodgers, they're nothing.
Yep.
Matt Flynn is a terrible backup. Oh, the Lions are going to lose today. That's the Vegas odds at the
They're not
moment.
playing today. They're
Oh,
not playing today. They're playing
Monday
tomorrow.
Night Football. Okay, well, they're going to lose.
Yeah.
It's the Vegas odds at the moment. If the Packers can't win the Super Bowl, I want the Lions to not win it either. Because the Packers have won 4 times and the Lions have never even made it.
But when the Lions win, you're just going to give me all the gray merchants you have.
The Lions will not win the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I don't know if they'll win the Super Bowl. I'm hoping they will get there.
That's what I'm
You're
hoping.
crazy. The NFC has so many good teams at the moment that they have no chances of making the Super Bowl. Let's see who else is in. New Orleans and Seattle. You don't think they can beat, or the 49ers for that matter. You don't think they have a chance of beating the Lions?
Not really.
You people are insane.
No, we're just Lions fans. You're insane.
No, I'm actually using logic and numbers, which is what this
I guess.
game called Magic is about, and we're talking about 32 different categories, one of which was not football.
Well, that can go under the additional categories, Mark, that you just asked for.
I guess.
Alright, so what is Category 1?
Category 1, the biggest ARG card of the year. So that would be in Standard, Limited, etc. I'm kind of saying no to Pack Rat, because that's obviously for Limited.
The biggest what card of the year?
ARG card of the year? I didn't have any other way to put it.
Oh, ARG! Oh, the biggest, you don't want to see it on the board card of the year.
Yep. So, what are you going with? And why?
Not limited to format?
Not limited to... no, it has to have been printed this year. Or
Printed
played
this
this year in Standard or Limited.
Or played this year.
So, like, for example, an RTR card, Pack Rat, would work in the definition of DGR. Dragon's Maze Gatecrash Return to Ravnica. But if, like, we had Flashback Tempest drafts, and Equilibrium would not count because that wasn't a officially supported set.
I hate Equilibrium.
Okay, so would Innistrad count? Innistrad block?
For Standard.
Okay, Delver.
I'm going with, well, the Delver decks weren't really the boogeyman this year after RTR took hold.
Straight up, a turn 1 Delver is the worst thing I don't want to see.
Alright.
I
But
would have to say
Delver saw no play after RTR hit. It was Junk Reanimator,
Yep.
which was essentially Thragtusk Resto and the other 7-drop Angel.
Well,
Angels.
you also have to remember I played a lot of Pauper.
Oh, that's true.
I hate Delver and Pauper, and Delver was played this year, therefore it's a valid ARG card.
I am going with 2 Thragtuscan Restoration Angel. It actually made me quit Standard. That's how bad it was. And I still have not started playing Standard. The cards anger me so much. It's an unintended combo, I'm sure. And if they knew how powerful it was, they would have made one of them harder to cast. And Thragtusk saw play in, I would say, at least 60% of the decks in the format. And I did not own Thragtusks, so I had a slight issue on my hands.
Thragtusk and Huntmaster.
I would agree with Huntmaster.
Huntmaster didn't do too much this year.
No, but it did last year. Oh, sorry, towards the beginning of this year.
I think Thragtusk just did more than Huntmaster did, didn't it?
Mine will have to be Angel Serenity. Like,
Ooh.
I just could not get past it.
Alright. What's next?
Oh, we're doing this quickly? We're not having discussions on the cards?
We've got 32, and we have a tendency to ramble.
Fair enough. Delete.
So I think next is best card in Gatecrash.
Yes, we're doing best cards and worst cards for all the sets of the year. Do we want to go best first, worst for first, or by set?
We can go by set.
We can go by set. All right.
Yeah.
I think that would be better instead of going
All right.
all best cards and then going have back and then.
So Gatecrash, best and worst. This would probably be for Limited, is what I was going for.
Alright.
So Gatecrash Limited, or Standard if there was an influential card from Gatecrash. I have my pick.
Best card? Yeah, I have my pick already.
All right. So who wants to start us off? Let's go in a rotation.
I'll start off.
I went first last time, so yeah, you can start off.
Best card is Boros Reckoner.
All right, and give me some reasoning behind that.
Why
not Obsidat?
Obsidat's a good choice, but I think Boros Reckoner is a little better. And the fact of it's just getting out earlier, and it's harder to deal with. Like, it can block Obsidat and still deal damage.
The answer that I was looking for there was Blood Baron of Viscopa from the next set. That was the answer I was looking for. But continue on. Continue to ramble.
Probably my worst card.
No. We're going to do best cards and then worst cards.
Oh, okay.
Anything else on the record?
I have nothing. I just think it's a really good card.
All right.
Of the set.
And we will pass the
Alright, well.
ability to talk over to you.
Alright, I've got the conch.
The what?
Another reference. Actually, that one's back from like the 1950s. You might get that one.
I got that.
What show?
Yeah. David got it. Lord of the Flies.
No, I've not read that.
I
got bored after starting it.
I have to second David with the Boros Reckoner, but since he chose that, I'm going to go with the Boros Charm as my favorite.
Really?
4 damage to the face, permanents are indestructible, or target creature gets double strike. It is such a versatile card.
Fair enough, and I think I'm going to go with Obsidat. Let me just take a quick look. I didn't put any thought into any of this. Yes, I'm the
'Cause we're
guy who thought of
professional.
this. We are professionals. That is a fact.
I'm not. I'm just a guest.
That's true. We're definitely not a professional. Alright, just wrapped up my duties as Q host. Enter the Infinite will be my pick. No, I'm kidding.
I could agree with that for legacy purposes. Really
well,
powerful.
Legacy isn't a format that sees play, so I'm going to say Burning Tree Emissary.
That's a good choice too. It saw a lot of play.
And it still does. It was good last format, and it's good this format. Another good pick would have been Domri Rade. Raid, that guy.
Rade?
Roddy Piper.
Oh.
Hey, Roddy.
But I'll go with the Burning Tree Emissary. He saw a lot of play last format. He's seeing a lot of play this format, and it was at least 25% of the metagame that he was played in last format.
All right. What do you think is one of the worst cards, David?
Man, that's a tough choice. Probably the worst card. I don't know. There's a lot of them that's not even good. Probably Whispering Madness.
It's too bad we don't have a sleeper pick like Urban Burgeoning from RTR.
Yeah, Whispering Madness. I mean, it's good, but it works against you as well. So I would probably say that probably the worst card is that.
All right. My turn?
I would think so. You're next.
All right. Debtor's Pulpit.
No, that card saw some play in Standard to keep down the Boros Reckoners.
It's a 5 mana to tap target creature. 5 mana.
Is that mono white?
It's 1 white for anything.
Oh, another good pick from Gatecrash could have been Nightveil Spectre, but continue. For best
Oh, yeah, that works.
For me, worst card, which is obviously Realm Right, but I'm going to go with the most overvalued card in the set, which was Aerial Maneuver at first.
I'm taking a look at it right now.
You don't know what that card does?
I do now.
I was going to say, apparently you never played Limited. Or Murder Investigation's a good pick. I'm going to stick with that, though. That was extremely overvalued in draft, and I rarely ever pick one.
What about Leyline Phantom?
I thought he was really good. I got a lot of Leyline Phantoms when I drafted.
One good one we missed.
I despised the Gatecrash format, and now I'm looking at the cards in the set, and I want to draft it again.
There's blue was really good in Gatecrash because you got Hands of Binding, which was really good. Rapid Hybridization.
Well, all of the guilds were really good in the format.
Yeah.
So, all right, next on our list.
Midnight Recovery.
That was a bit overvalued, but it wasn't terribly overvalued like the rest of the set was. The other guy was.
Dragon's Maze.
Yes, Dragon's Maze.
Can I take the lead on this?
Yep,
Sure.
best card.
All right, best card? None of them.
Really?
I hated this set with a passion. Can't tolerate it.
Okay. Worst card?
All of them.
What about Voice of Resurgence? Is that not a good Magic card?
Actually, looking at lists, I haven't seen it show up much.
It hasn't been showing up recently in Standard at all.
I don't know. Beck and Call?
Beck and Call is the best card in the set. It didn't do anything.
Best card. I'm scrolling through them now.
I have them open on Moto, and I definitely have it. I definitely have one. Although, to be honest, Varol's the Scar Stripe saw a ton of play when he first came out.
Yes. I already have mine.
The Blood Witch is pretty good.
But she was supposed to be seeing play now, and she isn't.
She was being played at Grand Prix Las Vegas.
Well, guess what?
Yeah, at Vegas.
We aren't in GP Las Vegas.
That's correct.
All right, I got it. Gaze of Granite. I like that card.
What for? What does it do?
It's a board wipe.
So apparently this show has been you people come up with a suggestion, and I tell you how terrible it is.
That's because you're a negative person to begin with.
That's very true.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get past that negativity. It's the holidays. Be happy.
You said you hate the holidays in general.
I do.
I do.
All right. As for my worst, the worst one I actually have to put out here is the Goblin Test Pilot. That thing was garbage.
Well, quickly we'll go over best cards in the set. I think the best card in the set was Progenitor Mimic.
Did that see play?
Ral Zarek. No, it didn't.
I think the best card in the set is by far Maze's End. But, and just because it was always fun. But, like, if you played Maze's End and you played it against somebody and they knew after you dropped it, they were like, man, I'm about to die. Because all you did was fog or did other stuff.
That card was a lot of fun.
Yes.
But I'm going to stay with the Progenitor Mimic as a EDH player, even though I don't have any EDH decks with green in them.
Actually,
That's pretty insane.
I do have to amend my thing. There is one card that I really liked that came out of Dragon's Maze. Nivik Cyclops.
Oh, you're a terrible person.
I'm also a Pauper player, and that made the deck. It made Eye Candy or Nivik Splits or whatever the hell they want to call it a viable deck again. Oh hell! Chicago's up 38-24.
Ha!
Damn it!
Go Bears.
They must have taken Cutler out.
Even though I really don't care.
Okay, worst card.
Worst card in the set. There are a couple of rares that are actually terrible.
Indeed.
I'm undecided whether to go with Possibility Storm or Trait Doctoring.
Trait Doctoring's not exactly good.
I'm going to go with Possibility Storm because people had the hype of playing Possibility Storm, then Tybalt into Nicol Bolas. So people were excited for that. Nobody was excited for Trait Doctoring. So Possibility Storm is the biggest disappointment. Possibly Amara Tandris. The set was just garbage, hinting towards one of our later qualifications. So what's the worst card in the set?
I'd probably go with Vorel of the Hallclave.
Vorel, really?
Yes.
It's a okay card in Limited. It sees some play in Commander. What do you have against him?
I think he should be like Gilder Baron back in the... he should have been like Gilder Baron back in, Shadowmoor, that says any counter, doesn't matter what it is, you put an additional counter on it. That card would have seen a lot more play. You would be able to Gilder Baron a Planeswalker and put more counters on him.
Right, but that would be broken.
But it would be a threat for people to actually see. And Gilder Baron, I think, was 3 mana, where this is 2 with an activation. Oh no, this is 3 mana. Yep.
Do we want to break the format? Is that our intent?
I don't know. Magic kind of already did that, though.
With what?
Jace the Mind Sculptor. They've broken it a couple times.
Oh, I found another good one. I know I'm coming off topic. Unflinching Courage.
That's a really good one.
The reprint of Armadillo Cloak.
I'll top you and say Putrefy.
Yeah,
that was influential for a few weeks, too. Blood Baron is also insane.
Agreed. So is Notion Thief.
Yep, Notion Thief, pretty insane, although he was disappointing that he didn't get to see much play.
Nope, I always liked Notion Thief into Sphinx's Revelation. Yeah, you gain life, but I'll draw cards.
I've liked Notion Thief plus, what's that thing that makes everyone discard their hand, then draw the cards in the next end step? No, not in Standard. Teferi's Puzzle Box.
Oh, okay.
That's fun.
Another good card was Lavinia of the 10th.
That was not a good card.
It saw play in sideboards.
What was funny about the Dragon's Maze draft format for me, I think I 2-1'd every draft I did, which was a lot. I do a lot of drafting. And I never 3-0'd. I never 1-2'd or 0-3'd. I just 2-1'd every draft, no matter how badly I drafted. Or I would just get beat by the Nut Rakdos deck in the finals.
Yeah, Rakdos mean. Alright, on to Magic 2014?
On to Magic 2014, I will call this first, and I am saying Mutavault is the best card in the set.
Alright, reason?
Sees play in 68% of standard decks, and there's not many good cards in the set.
I will agree with you. Mutavault was a powerhouse. Like, Scavenging Ooze is, okay, but Mutavault
is a better card, but
Mutavault makes
don't want to play it for some reason.
I would say Mutavault.
Fair enough. All right.
You can have your Mutavault. I'm gonna go with Deadly Recluse.
Ah, yes, the color-shifted Doomblade. Well, actually,
Green
Doomblade is a color-shifted Deadly Recluse, but
yeah, that's my pick.
you've never played Mutavault in Limited, apparently. Although Primeval Bounty was insane in Limited, Garruk was insane.
I did a lot of M14 drafts. I pulled every card but Primeval Bounty. Never. I had to buy my Primeval Bounties. I've never pulled one.
What did you buy them for?
I played them in some fun deck. I needed one for EDH.
You play EDH online?
I do.
You people should play because you have an ATOG deck or something.
I have a fun Sliver deck, and then I have a very competitive Riku deck.
That you probably don't know how to play.
I don't know.
And Slivers, by definition, is not quote-unquote fun.
Nope, it's not. It's fun to me.
All right. What's the worst card in M14? Go, somebody.
I have no idea.
Don't know. I'm looking.
Artificer's Hex is my worst card in M14. It has not seen play ever in Limited or Constructed. For those of you that don't know what this card does, for a single black, it's an enchantment aura, enchant equipment. At the beginning of your upkeep, if enchanted equipment is attached to a creature, destroy that creature. For Limited, there were 3 equipments in the set, one of which was a rare, and one of which was unplayable. And it's just a terrible card. It wouldn't have even seen play when swords were around.
I will say Dismiss into Dream is probably really bad.
No, it's not really bad. You never drafted the Dismiss into Dreams deck?
I have
Dismiss and Zephyr Charge?
Nope.
Oh, wow, that deck is super fun to play.
I'll have to do an M14 draft and see if I can get it.
Right, but you have to get a rare in your first pack.
Yeah.
You can't just
That is
pick
true.
one Zephyr Charge, hope to wheel the Dismiss into Dreams.
I could.
Well, if there's no Dismiss in, you're going to get a Zephyr Charge. You may not get a Dismiss into Dreams.
That's why you don't draft Zephyr Charge first. You draft for other stuff.
Exactly, but you're going to have to do a ton of drafts to get that.
All right, I'm going to chime in my worst. Shadowborn Apostle.
No, that card is awesome.
How many did you ever draft? How many did you draft? Did you draft
6.
enough? You drafted 6?
I drafted 6 with Shadowborn Demon.
You managed to get that off?
No, I never got off. I just said I drafted 6.
Wait, you actually did that? Oh,
Yes.
God. You know, if I was in the stream, I would have told you you were an idiot.
It was pack 1, pick 1, Shadowborn Demon. I'm like, okay.
Yes, you just play it as a 5-drop, kill your opponent's creature when it enters the battlefield, 5/6 with flying, and kill you.
Yeah. But I also, on my defense, I also had Zathra Necromancer, so I did play all the Shadowborn Apostles.
If you got that combo off, you would have won the game. Most certainly.
I went 2-1.
Oh, how did you go 2-1 with that?
I had a bunch of like Auramancers and everything too, so like I played Pacifism Auramancers and just
What?
okay.
Okay. That was.
I don't know. What
Somebody
happened?
Has wind coming out of their microphone. Did the heat turn on?
The heat turned on.
That is why.
Well, turn off the polar bear.
I can't turn off the polar bear. My son's over. If my son wasn't here, then maybe.
Ugh.
So we did best and worst card M14. Now for Theros.
Best card in Theros, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Elspeth Sun's Champion.
I will say Grey Merchant.
I will say Ashiok.
Ashiok can't be better than Elspeth. It's a fine card, but it's not better than Elspeth. Is it?
Have you played against Ashiok?
Turn
In
2
Constructed
Ashiok.
or Limited?
In Constructed.
I have not. I
Then-
have in Block, but I have not in Standard.
Yeah, no, Ashiok in Standard equals hell.
So why does nobody play it?
I think it'll be picked up for next year, but that's just me.
Okay, well, this is the 2013 awards show, not the 2014, right?
I guess.
Alright. So I understand the Grey Merchant, but I don't know. Elspeth wins games on its own. It sees play in a ton of the metagame. I can actually pull up the percentage. It's probably around 30% or so. You have your blue-white control, you have Esper control, you have blue-white-red control.
America Control? I don't see America Control list on here.
It was at the SCG Open today.
It was. It
It
was
sees
in
play in
top 8.
Commander, it sees play in Block. Just an overall great card.
Alright, Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize.
He's playing everything.
It's true it sees play in everything, and its price is way too low. But I don't know. I guess I'm looking at the big bombs of the set, not the little guys.
Well, if we're looking at big bombs, Master Waves.
Master of Waves is pretty balmy.
Nobody's.
I guess it's an Elspeth that kills all the soldier tokens when it leaves the battlefield.
Alright, worst card?
Spellheart Chimera.
I can kind of agree with that. Limited or constructed, it's never a good thing.
Not when you got beat by it.
You got
It's
beat
not
by
a
one?
bad card. It's
I
just
did.
not
I
great.
got beat by one in Limited.
Oh, ooh, that hurts.
He was playing 3-color in...
Oh, that's the Spellheart Chimera. I thought you were talking about Precinct Chimera.
No,
Okay.
Spellheart Chimera.
I'm gonna go with Lost in a Labyrinth. No, I'm gonna go with Fire Drinker Satyr. He's terrible. Unplayable in any format.
I'll disagree with you.
What format is he playable in?
Standard?
Mono red is never a viable strategy.
In standard it is.
I don't see it in the top 8 deck lists, percentage-wise, of the current metagame. No, it is not in the top 8 deck lists. I think we can go even deeper than that.
Alright, actually I got one that's worse than that. Enthausa.
Enthausa? It's a
Enthausa,
5-mana
citizen hero.
4/5. How is that bad?
With a crappy-ass heroic ability.
I've won games off the heroic ability, but I've also won games from it just being a undervalued card in Limited. I have got 10th pick Enthausas before, and that's insanity. You have no argument to back your claim up?
Which claim?
That Enthausa is the worst card in the set?
I just think it's the worst card.
Okay.
Yep, just think it's the worst card. Done.
Moving on
Don't
to
like
Commander 2013, best and worst cards. Best card, we can all three say it at once. 1, 2, 3. True
Prosh.
Name Nemesis?
True name Nemesis.
Prosh, really? Explain
No,
yourself.
Yes, please.
Explain yourself.
True name. No,
Hands down
as
True
much
name
as
Nemesis.
I haven't played with it, I haven't played against it, so I can't really say much about True Name, but just on the surface, it is a great card.
No kidding, it's a great card.
It's seen play in almost every deck other than...
You see he's playing every deck with blue in it in Legacy except for High Tide, because High Tide doesn't care.
Another good card that is on probably not as big, but does see play in Legacy is Toxic Deluge.
Toxic Deluge sees play in Legacy?
Yes, it does.
Jeez, I did not know that. Maybe I should crack my Esper one and sell it. What's the price on TCG Player?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Let
why
me
would
check.
we go to TCG Player when we can go to mtgmadness.com? Much, much better website, right?
Yes. So shout out to our sponsor.
As always.
It is $10.
Alright, well...
Average price is $15.
That's
So,
pretty good.
It's not bad.
15 is not bad at all. Well, it's bad for me because I want to sell it.
Apparently there's people selling True Name Nemesis at $31.
but I might have to buy into that.
Yeah, I will link it to you.
I can type
We're selling
cards
for
in.
how, what, 30?
I can type numbers and letters in, believe it or not. Thank you for the link that I could have typed in myself.
Yeah, well, I did the work for you.
Oh, I see. You get partner money from this. That's funny.
Huh?
There's a partner ID on the link, so somebody's getting money for that.
Oh,
Would that be you?
I have no idea. I'm not logged in, so I don't think so.
Anyway. What is the worst
Right.
card in Commander 2013?
Crush.
Prosh.
You're both jerks.
You just figured that out?
No, I'm just declaring it.
Okay, good. I
Again.
was worried for a minute.
Crush has a combo, but it's so hard to get off that it's not even worth it.
In all seriousness, I think the stupid new version of Doubling Season is the worst card.
Actually, you know what? I'll go on top of that and say Restore is really bad. It'd be different if it was an instant. It'd see play if it was an instant.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm not terribly happy with Restore.
Like, it had hype, but they ended up making it a sorcery.
Yeah, that card is terrible. I had to look it up.
Best commander of all three.
Oh, God.
You mean 5?
All five, yeah. That's best
Go on.
commander.
So you added up.
Of all 5,
Uh,
15.
Yep, I'm adding one. Best commander
what one? I'm going
of
over.
any of them.
I'm going over and looking at them. I have to take my headset off. Oh boy.
Do you have one, Trey?
My best commander? As much as I like Prosh, I gotta go with Aurelio.
Aloro,
Aloro.
Ageless Aesthetic, I think is the
Yeah.
best. None of the other ones are that great, although the bird is fine. Derevi is fine.
Derivia? Yeah. I'm looking for the Aurelio and I don't see it.
He's the,
the,
Esper
Esper.
General.
Oh,
the one that
Aurelio.
gains you life,
Yeah.
draws you
Gains
cards.
life? Yes.
Yes, he pronounced it Canadian, so you didn't understand it.
Yeah, sorry, me and my Canucka stem.
I heard that used on the radio. I'd never heard that before.
What, Canucka stem?
Yes, I had not heard that.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
Alright, what is next? Best card overall?
Out of the season?
For the whole, no, the year, so.
Out of the year?
This goes back to Junk Reanimator up until today. I'm gonna go with Sphinx's Revelation. I want to say Resto or Thragtusk, but I just think Revelation is better than
Are
both
we
of them.
doing for, just in general, for any format?
For any format that is played.
Best
So
card
not
that
Modern or Legacy.
So you're saying the best card that that was made this year or has seen play this year?
Yeah.
I would say the best card that has been made this year is probably True Name Nemesis.
No.
The best card overall this year,
It's not
I
True
will
Name
agree with you on
Nemesis.
Sphinx's Revelation.
Alright, Revelation, good. Which is pretty cheap, actually. Oh, it's out of stock.
I think they're like 30.
They're
like 36 on
22 right now. MTG Madness is out of stock.
online. They're expensive.
Right, because RTR was heavily redeemed. Sphinx's Rev you can get for as low as 19 on paper. Not bad at all. So you've been silent about the best card of the season. Excuse me.
Best card of the year? Ooh. Yeah, no, True Name Nemesis has to take it.
Over Revelation or Voice of Resurgence or whatever is good from Theros, Nykthos.
Yeah.
True Name is just powerhouse, though.
I guess I was kind of looking for standard stuff, but
Well, standard, it would definitely be like Sphinx's Revelation or Blood Baron.
Blood Baron that doesn't see any play is a good card.
It's actually been picking up, surprisingly.
That is very surprising.
Worst card overall this year.
Urban, no, it has to be something printed this year or saw play this year, so we cannot go with the Urban Burgeoning.
You really don't like that card, do you?
No, I don't. I'm going to say Basic Mountain.
Basic Mountain, worst card.
Basic Mountain, okay.
I would say worst card that hasn't seen play much is probably. I think it's a really good card, but
How about
I
we
don't
go
think
with worst card that sees play in Standard? That would be better.
That would be better.
So that it's not some random card.
Well, all the cards that see. Okay, Fire Drinker Crusader.
Fair enough. I'm going to go
Yep,
with...
okay.
I'm going to go with the Guild Gates. They see play in some decks, and they're terrible.
Well, I think when the new lands come out,
They're terrible, but necessary.
Agree. So best deck in Standard that has been played this year, or current best deck in Standard now.
No, that's this year, and I'm going to go with Junk Reanimator.
I will as well.
Mono Black Devotion.
You think that's bad? Best, right.
Best.
Sorry. We're not to worst
Best
yet.
deck.
Yeah, we're not at worst. Best. And I like the Mono Black. It's awesome.
Worst deck that has seen play this year.
Anything I've run.
Anything mono red.
I think Travis. I hate to say it, but I think Thragfire was probably the worst.
Omnidor Thragfire was
deck.
awesome.
Thragfire? I must have missed that one.
Or Pillow Fort.
Maze's End. Pillow Fort. That was pretty terrible. Trying to think of some of the fringe playable decks we saw at the end of last season. I really liked the green-black deck, but that's not bad. I'm gonna go with any red deck. Red deck wins.
I could see that. Best set of the year.
Best set of the year? From a strictly limited standpoint, I am going to say nothing and skip back to triple RTR from last year.
Alright, I've got to say, I'm loving Theros.
Yeah,
You
I
like
would say
the limited
Theros
format? Oh god.
I would say Theros.
People actually like the limited format?
Yeah, why not? What do you not like about it?
Completely and totally luck-based.
Welcome to Magic.
No, most formats aren't as luck-based as Theros. I 100% guarantee you the formats I like are not luck-based. Like, triple RTR Cube is a format that I really like. Well, obviously, Cube is...
And that's
always...
not luck-based?
Cube? Oh god, no. There's more skill to Cube than you could imagine.
Okay, we're talking, maybe talk sanctioned events. Or sanctioned formats. I have never heard of RTR Cube sanctioned.
No. I mean just Cube in general is skill-based. RTR was very skill-based, and I'm saying Cube is also very skill-based. What were we...
You're still there?
Me? Yes, I'm still
What were we talking about?
We were talking about best set of the year and worst set.
So we skipped the most annoying deck in Standard, then.
I did not see that.
Alright, we'll do this then. I was confused because I skipped that. Alright, we'll go out of order then. And the worst, best set of the year, I'll say RTR. Worst set of the year, I'm going to say is Theros.
You don't like Theros?
No, not at all. For limited. For constructed, the block format is pretty terrible.
I'm going to say I like Theros best, and I hated Dragon's Maze.
The Dragon's Maze format was play anything and you can win with it.
Yeah, I didn't like Dragon's Maze.
It was alright. I liked it because I was able to draft Return to Ravnica again.
If I could, I would draft Return RTR again.
RTR was great.
It was. Always went mill. Everybody hate mill.
But the mill the mill deck was terrible.
If you got the cards, it was unbeatable.
I'm sure, but if you didn't get the cards...
Alright, so what's next?
Well, we skipped over the most annoying deck in Standard, so let's do that.
Alright, and what is that?
Omnidor Thragfire. No. I'm kidding. Junk Reanimator. Most annoying deck in Standard.
Probably. Anything with an infinite win, or infinite combo.
Well, it wasn't infinite, but it was, sure, I'll pay 4 mana, gain 5 life, and get a 3/3 and a 3/4 flyer. And save my guy from whatever he was about. And untap my guy, I guess.
I would agree.
Hold on, are you forgetting the infinite mill combo at a Junk Reanimator?
Oh, that wasn't in most of the decks, though. That was just a fun combo they had put in for a few weeks.
Angel of Glory's Rise
Yep.
combo. Yeah.
That wasn't
I
the
played
Junk
that.
Reanimator deck, but...
I played that. That was awesome.
See, he knows it.
I know, but that
I
wasn't a
played
real deck. That's the problem.
No, it's not a real deck, but when you get beat by it, it's
I know.
funny.
Well, it isn't funny, but...
I laughed. I just hear a bunch of raging.
Is there an issue with raging?
No,
No, it provides great content.
it does. I wish I could do shout out to certain people.
Shout out to
I won't-
Ragers.
Yep, I'm not gonna. I can't name names.
Shout out to that
Oh,
guy.
what?
You know who you are. Stop
That
trolling
guy.
your stream.
Yep.
Well, hold on, wait. I think towards the end we've got best and worst personality of the year.
We
We can't
do.
name names of this person.
Right, this person
Oh.
we cannot, but...
Oh,
You should know who he is.
you're talking about me, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, okay, Jason's talking about me.
Jason's talking about you. I'm not.
Oh, thank you.
I like Canadians.
Especially Canadians who are Lions fans.
Yes, that is a plus.
There, that's the guy in the chat, and that's the reason why.
Yep,
Oh,
That guy.
and link negative photos.
I could
Yes.
I could make a few comments. I really could make a few comments, but nobody would get them. At least I would hope nobody would get them.
I would if it's involving a certain so-called movie, but yes.
No, a TV show and a book series.
I have no idea.
Twilight. No.
That's not a TV show, thank
No.
God. Don't give them ideas.
Yeah, that doesn't need to be a TV show. It really doesn't.
If it ever turned out to be a TV show, it would be terrible.
Well, we kind of had that. Actually, the first Innistrad pack I ever opened, and I still have this card. I opened it at the pre-release, and it was the first pack I opened, and it is a foil Screeching Bat and Stalking Vampire on the other side. So foil vampires. Well, I guess sparkling vampires would be the joke there. But yes, he is the worst of the year, but we're not going to name him as the worst. We'll come up with someone else, and
I don't think there is anybody. Oh, yeah, I know somebody.
I know a lot of people that I could put there, but
I know a couple people. Well,
I know who I'm going to give a shout out to. I'll see if it's appropriate. I'll ask you.
yep, just type it in chat. You gonna say that, Greystone?
No, I'm
Oh.
political.
I think mine is. I can do mine.
Oh, speaking of that, the guy, yes, you can definitely do that.
Done.
The guy who called you a thief? Sure.
The guy who called me a thief.
He's not anybody that
Nope,
is prevalent in the Magic community.
not anymore. Even that.
So, play of the year, pro-related, the bonfire off the top to kill Kibler?
Pro player of the year?
No, the pro
I
play
have
of
no
the year.
comment on this subject.
Oh,
The best play of the year that is pro-related. There's a video link you may want to take a look at.
I may, but I'm conserving bandwidth.
Pay for bandwidth?
No, but I'm not going to be using it to disrupt audio quality.
Fair enough.
Responsible.
I know, but you have 23 megabits per second, and I have one.
I have more.
Less than one.
I have more megabits than Jason.
Everybody does.
Not my
Yeah, the bonfire off the top to kill Kibler was pretty memorable.
I have no comment on the subject.
I didn't see it.
I heard about it.
Best speculation of the year.
Best speculation of the year?
Not hindsight, something you actually did.
Pack Rat.
Chittering rats. Are we going
Excellent.
to continue the rat theme?
No, he said Wasteland. He played the lottery.
I was gonna say you should say Drafting Tempest.
Drafting Tempest. Just draft it.
Yep. So Chittering Rats. I think I did 300% in 2 days with them, or 300%, 200% in 3 days, something like that.
I don't even know what
something like that.
I made a lot of money.
Worst speculation of the year. This is a tough one. I have two, and I forgot what one of them was.
Jace?
That was one of them, but the other one was the one. I'm trying to think of what it is. Those are the only two speculations I've ever lost money on.
I lose money. It's not a big deal for me.
Yeah, we'll go with Jason. I'll think of the other one in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, on top of the best speculation of the year, I bought a paper Jace the Mind Sculptor for $30.
How did you do that?
The guy didn't know any prices. I told him, what do you want on it? He goes, I don't know. What are you going to give? He's like, I just want the money for certain items that shall not be named. And I go, I'll give you $30. He goes, okay. I'm like, done. The girlfriend was with me at the time, and I showed her the price, and she's like, dropped her jaw and was like, okay. And then he had a foil one that I picked up for $100.
See, but that's not a speculation. That's I got a good deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say the same of I got a good deal on a lot of things. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Good deal. Good speculation. Master Waves.
No.
I bought 4 of them, and then they
okay.
jumped to 20.
Yes. And then
they
you
jumped
didn't
to
sell
25.
them, even though I told you to.
Yep, I forgot.
You didn't forget. You
I just
specifically
did it.
said I was an idiot. I'll say Aetherling. That was a pretty bad spec. I bought when it was 2. Well, I bought some when they were 75 cents, some when they were 2.
Biggest player-related story.
Yes.
Kibler?
Probably the Kibler bonfire incident.
I was going to say Kibler and the Mox.
Oh, that's the next one.
The Mox under the, yeah.
Just Magic Online in general is probably the biggest story of the year. Biggest MTGO-related story?
The crash.
The daily events being removed, obviously.
Yep. Oh, I got about to die. Hold on.
Biggest story of the year in general, Magic-related. Anybody?
I wouldn't even know. Kibler.
Yeah. Nothing pretty much tops Kibler this year.
I think I'm gonna go with Theros in general being a big story at the beginning of the year and living up to some people's expectations and being absolutely terrible in the eyes of others.
Best thing that's happened to you this year.
Magic related again. Although I think we know with you it was that guy spamming your chat claiming you were a thief.
Yeah, that would probably be the best thing. Like, it got me on tilt a little bit, but not to the point to where it's not that bad. He didn't have no, how shall I say it, no proof.
Night Vale Spectre.
You were in that one.
I'm gonna give I'm actually gonna no. This podcast started this year. This podcast I'm gonna go with.
Best thing that's happened this year was the podcast. That's actually pretty good.
I got to go with getting published.
What'd you get published for?
And on MTGO Strat.
Oh, there you go.
Fair enough.
Best game you played this year. Now,
no.
is this Magic related or
Worst moment of the year for Magic.
We'll finish out the Magic stuff, then we'll go personal, I guess.
Yeah, that worked.
Worst Magic moment of the year.
Oh, for me, it was when my opponent dropped Pack Rat and activated Mutavault, and I didn't realize I blocked Pack Rat and didn't block the Mutavault, and he was like, yeah, Mutavault's a rat. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh.
And I'm reading Mutavault, and sure enough, his Pack Rat lived. My guys died, and I was just like, Mutavault's a rat. Okay.
The best game, the worst moment of the year for me. The Dragon's Maze pre-release, because that podcast was terrible. And I got sick the day after, so that was just terrible. I changed up the categories a bit, so let me know when you people are done and I'll give you the next category.
Yep.
I can't say my worst moment of the year. Probably when my desktop died.
This is Magic related.
Yeah, it meant that I had to start using virtual machines.
You're running on a Mac, aren't you?
No, I had a Linux on my laptop.
Good. Because Chris Weaver said you ran on a Mac, and I told him that I would have to tell you were a terrible person if you ran on a Mac.
No, don't run on a Mac.
Good. Macs are terrible. At least everybody here knows that. So the best game you played this year, For Magic, so a single game, if you can recall.
The Rager.
The Rager.
My Rager with my mono white deck.
Oh.
That is still that's my best game all year.
I'm going to go with a game that I was playing, probably Blue-White Control, near the beginning of the year. I was playing, Blue-White Control and Treat the Angels, Sphinx's Revelation, just Verdicts, general Blue-White Control list, Cyclonic Rift, against an opponent who was playing Populate. It was by far the hardest game I have ever played. I did win, and I won the match, but shout out to that guy. I forget what your name is, and I don't think you go to my local game store, and probably don't listen to this podcast. But you'll probably remember, too, I could go back and Planeswalker points, but it was early this year. I think it was before Dragon's Maze. It might have even been before Gatecrash. It was a long time ago, so shout out to you. And it was a really great opponent, too.
I don't have. I just best game of the year. I got Omnidor to work for the first time.
And
All
worst, best game you played this year, non-Magic, so video game I'm looking for. Or another trading card game, like Soulforge would work, but that's definitely not a best, that's probably a worst.
I don't mind it, but I gotta say, I completely am in love with Borderlands 2.
I will say the best game I've played this year is probably
I know what you're gonna say. I can say it. I know what your favorite game is so far this year. My Little Pony.
Yes.
That's not a video game.
It's not a video game, but
So
it is a card game. No, you said card game also.
Oh.
But
So.
if we're talking about video game, today I hit first out of 13,000 to have the highest achievements / playtime with Final Fantasy that came out on Steam.
Good for you.
Yeah, you went to town on that, didn't you?
Huh?
You went to town on that.
I am still going to town on that.
I can never get into
FF8. I am finally on
FF8.
Final Fantasy 8. I am finally on Dish 3 after 52 hours or 56 hours of playing, something like that. I'm to the point to where now I'm just grinding. Oh, and my Squall is still level 7. He's
What
been
about
dead
board
the entire
games?
game.
Anybody play board games?
Go with.
I do play board.
It's a tough decision for me. Assassin's Creed 3 was great, but A Link Between Worlds was also great. I'm going to have to go with A Link Between Worlds here, although it's really close.
Except you completely trashed the ending last podcast.
I did. The ending was
How
terrible.
can something
Wind
have
Waker
such a
HD
terrible...
was also really good, too. I'm going to go with A Link Between Worlds. Remakes don't count.
All right, board games?
The best board
Magic.
game I got here. It's not a board game.
It's close enough.
Not really. It's not a board.
There's
It's a card game.
That doesn't count as a board.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it doesn't. So what we're trying to, I think what Jason is trying to tell us is he doesn't play board games.
That's true.
That would be
the best board game I got this year, shout out to the girlfriend. She bought me a My Little Pony Monopoly board, knowing that I collect Monopoly boards.
Is there a reason to collect Monopoly boards?
I just like them. I absolutely love Monopoly. It's my favorite game to play.
All right, I gotta say my game was a game called Zero, The Way of the Path.
I have played that. That is a good game.
That is a fun game. It is a really fun game.
If we're gonna do best games I played this year, Cards Against Humanity. It has been an adult version of Apples to Apples with a lot of fun humor.
I have not.
Yeah,
heard
apparently there's
either
another.
Of those games.
There's another rather popular podcast who's supposed to be making their own version of that.
Of Cards?
Yeah.
The 18?
Cards Against Humanity. Yeah, well, them sort of kind of associated.
I didn't hear about that. I usually listen to them too.
I am actually working on a Final Fantasy card, surprisingly, within a company.
Woohoo! Way to go!
It's been a while, but I've been working on it, so I'm excited. I think I have like 500 cards done up.
And what happens when they sue you for copyright infringement?
Well, we actually have copyright. We actually got a license to do it, so we're working on it.
Wasting time.
Wasting time to make money.
Yep. And when I make millions, I'm gonna fly over to Jason's house and just say, "Told you."
It's a good thing you don't know where that is.
No, well, I'll get in contact with you.
He can hire a private investigator with that kind of money.
I could indeed.
All right. So best video game this year. Best personality of the year.
Well, best game, biggest disappointment in gaming. So this would be for video games.
Biggest disappointment. Oh, Diablo 3 PTR. It was really bad.
As much as we are a match podcast, I have to say the MTGO beta stability.
Well, it isn't getting better. That's about
No, it's
all I
not.
can say, but it isn't getting any better.
I like.
And you know that too, don't you?
Yep.
I like.
It's actually getting worse.
I actually like the beta for MTGO, but I don't.
Graphically, I like it.
Graphics, some of it.
Graphically, it
There's-
looks like a
there's
little
parts-
kid's game.
There's parts that need to be fixed. Like they need to take version 3 of the card layout. Like actually had the.
They just have
pages
to
and
remake
everything.
version 3 with better stability.
Yes.
And write it
I
in
will-
Silverlight so you can use it on Chrome or Internet Explorer or Firefox. Just write it in Silverlight. Come on, WotC. Biggest
right.
disappointment in gaming for me, A Link Between Worlds ending. And for that matter, the Assassin's Creed end was pretty terrible too. I think that game's old now, so I can spoil it, right?
What, Link Between or Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed 3.
Sure, yeah, that works. I don't like the series at all, so I'm okay.
You have to kill your... Well, I guess he, in the beginning, is a guy who tries to kill you as a kid. Then you team up with him as part of the revolution, and then you have to end up killing him, and your father is working with him, and it's just stereotypical, I guess would be the word for a game of that type.
Best movie you've seen this year? I'm gonna throw one in. I want to throw that in.
I have not seen many movies this year.
Ooh, best movie this year. That's a tough one.
Best movie you've watched this year,
Okay.
or went to the theater to go see.
That I've watched this year? Well, Duck Soup. Nobody knows what that movie is.
Nope,
It's an old Marx Brothers film. And don't tell me
Sure.
you don't know what the Marx Brothers is.
I don't actually.
Watch Duck Soup today, then.
I will do
Right.
that.
It's only an hour. It's on YouTube. It's from the 30s.
Actually, thank you. You mentioned YouTube, and I know which one is my favorite of the year. Gamers 3, Hands of Fate.
Don't know what that is.
It's a movie, well, third in the series by the Dead Publishing, Zoe. It's a movie about gamers, and they're playing D&D. Well, the second one is about D&D. The first one's about D&D. The third one, they actually go into CCGs, and it's funny as hell.
I would like a link to that so I can watch it.
I would too.
The best movie I've seen this year is probably The Hobbit 2. I've been waiting for, or Catching Fire. Catching Fire was good, but The Hobbit 2 is by far the best I've seen. Oh my god, I can't wait for number 3. I was so upset the way they ended it.
That's the official site.
It's
You can
$10.
put that in the show notes.
I am not paying $10 to watch anything.
Wait, it's $10 to watch it? No, not doing it.
No, that's their official site.
Okay, I gotcha.
You can probably YouTube it.
Or
All
Google
right.
it. Netflix.
What about worst movies of the year?
Everything I didn't watch.
Worst movie of the year will always be Twilight.
Eternal worst movie of the year because
By
someone watched that this year.
Eternal worst movie.
I have to.
Eternal worst movie, Twilight.
I have to go with Sharknado.
You are bad. Sharknado was the best. Oh my god, Sharknado was awesome.
That movie was horrible.
This movie is godly. The movie was awesome.
It was
The
absolutely
fact that they're making
horrible.
a number 2
No,
was bad.
why? Why are they making a second? Oh, you know what? Maybe if they got some better editing, because I could
movie
not
made
watch it.
Millions. That movie made millions. Like everybody
Well,
was like,
every
"Damn."
movie makes millions nowadays.
No, this movie made a lot. That's why they got to go to number 2. And their budget for the movie, I think, was like less than $500,000. I'm gonna have to Google that real quick.
That's a
I
low
don't know.
budget.
I just know I watched it and it was like absolutely horrible. A train wreck of horrible.
A train wreck of horrible.
IMDb
Would that be
rating
better
is
if it was a
3.4.
Sharknado of horrible?
The budget for Sharknado was $250,000.
I would recommend you open up the window and take a look at this. I just got this as an email. I'll open up the Google window.
Oh god.
That's hilarious.
All right. So best and worst movies done next.
Best person. Oh, yes. Okay, well, that can go away. Best personality of the year. We're looking for Magic here.
Best personality.
The Bell.
That is not magic related.
It is. The Bell is the best personality of the year, or at least he has my vote.
I will say the best personality for magic related are you guys for allowing me to come on the stream.
Suck up.
Wow.
Nope, not even.
Wow.
I like talking about magic, so
And you certainly do too much.
I do. I play a lot of it.
You play.
And I talk
If
about
only
it.
you were a better player, you could be a GP Pro Tour kind of. And I don't know
You-
why you don't. And I don't know why you aren't a good player if you put so much time into it.
my personality. I don't know. So if we're gonna go to the worst personality
Well,
of the year,
we didn't let everybody finish on their best personality of the year. So I voted for the Bell. You voted for us.
yes.
I've got to say, actually give a shout out to C. Weaver.
How is he the best?
Through everything that Popper has been through for like this entire year, he's been able to stay neutral, stay upbeat, and not piss anyone off.
I dislike optimistic people. You hear that, Chris? I'm not going to unfollow you, but I'm this far away from doing it. And I actually have my hands spread out very far away. But no, I don't like optimistic people, so anti-shout out to optimism.
Anti-shout. Hashtag ban the bell, please. I hate you, Jason, every time you do it. They hate you a little bit more.
You should explain why. The listeners don't know that.
Okay, I absolutely hate that kind of bell. And the only reason why I hate it is because I was in the military and I worked with customer service. And
the military has customer service?
Yes, they do.
That sounds kind of like the Al-Qaeda claims division that they launched a while back.
And it is the worst when you have, like, if you're doing rounds at the ID card station or helping people with their pay, and there's that one kid that just sits there and keeps tapping the bell every like second. He's just sitting there smacking it, and then you tell him to stop, and he does it again. And hashtag ban the bell. See, look, little kids smashing bells. Perfect example.
Hashtag ban the David.
Ban the bell. Well, you probably won't get that vote. So.
Speaking of little kids, Jacob is going to be on the show for episode 50. I confirmed that with him for our listeners over on MTGcast who remember him.
Jacob! I don't remember who that is.
He was the original co-host. It was just him and me for the first episode. The first episode was terrible. Then we got another guy on after a few weeks, and then the show died because he kind of quit Magic competitively, and he did not have time to record. So the show died, and then we did one episode, and then you came on, and Dan convinced me to let you stay.
Aw, maybe I should change my shout out to Dan.
So this is going to be a lot more fun. Worst personality of the year.
I'm biting my tongue. I'm just biting my tongue.
Come on.
I'm not starting a war.
Oh, you walked away too. I can't hear
I did.
No. Worst personality of the year. Go.
Oh, this is my personal favorite. Okay.
Ban the bell.
No. Worst person. You know what? I will accept the bell this time. Mark Iverson from Michigan. He called me a thief.
I was on Skype with him when this guy did this, so.
He called me a thief, and I actually got a friend who started talking about this guy, and he was like, yeah, you're a thief. And his only legitimate reason was because you tell people what you're willing to pay cards for when it's more. Well, know your cards. It's not stealing cards. You could not prove anything. I buy and sell cards. That's how I make my money.
And sitting on your butt and lose it on MTGO.
Yep, that's true too.
And food.
And food, yes, I do buy food. I buy a lot of PB&J Smuckers. I love them things.
I can't
They're
stand
addicting.
peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
You're a terrible person.
Peanut butter and Oreos. And no, I am not fat. I am not fat.
Well, that guy that we can't mention claimed that you were. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to that guy we can't mention.
Why can't we mention it?
Because we can't go into the reason why on the show.
That is true, too. We can mention them, but we can say other reasons.
No, I don't want to start a war with that community again.
You already did. You already started it. No, but yeah, Mark Iverson, man. Jason was on call, and it escalated, like, so bad that I actually got a friend, like, I actually talked to a couple friends to find out his real name, and yeah, I come to find out that he stopped playing Magic, and I didn't even know who this guy was. And I haven't talked to him in, since Champions of Kamigawa was out.
Alright, for my worst personality of the year, I have a lot of choices here.
Am I one of them? No.
You're pretty high up on
No, but I am.
Yes, you're
I'm up there.
You're up there. Well, we have Brian Kibler. He's definitely on the table. We have several members of the heirloom community that we can...
Shall not name.
No, no, not that guy. I'm just talking about several other members that would like to mention.
Because we could name that guy.
We could name that guy. You know which that guy we're talking about, right?
Grayson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yep.
You
That
should have
force
been there.
pairing- That force pairing.
No. That's not that guy we're talking about.
Okay.
I would mention his name if I was going to name him worst personality here. No, that guy that I sent you why earlier. You should have
Yeah.
been there. It was 20 straight minutes of this.
Yeah.
That was. I'll go with Mark Rosewater because he's ruining Magic. And I don't know why, but everyone says that, so Mark Rosewater, he's ruining Magic. Just to stay out of controversy for a week.
That works, I guess. I don't see how he's ruining Magic.
I don't know either, but he is. Clearly, somebody on the internet said it, and whatever you read on the internet is true.
Yes, everything you read on the internet is true. So if you get a date and he says he's a French model, it must be true.
That is true.
Yeah.
I
If he
didn't know
comes up,
that.
he has glasses and he's fat and he just says bonjour, you know it must be true.
It would be even funnier if he was a Magic player.
That guy looked like he was a Magic player.
All right, we'll pass the baton
Torch?
over. Okay, pass the torch.
Or the spirit stick.
Okay, we'll pass it.
Spirit. Hey, that's a good movie. Don't knock that movie. That's a good movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Oh my god. Don't drop the spirit stick, you'll get bad luck.
7 years bad luck.
7 years bad luck.
Isn't that breaking a mirror?
No, it's the spirit stick.
The spirit stick. Jason's so young, he has no idea what we're talking about.
It's about his right age, Brock, too.
What's the
come
movie
on.
I know.
called?
Bring it on.
I
No,
totally.
wait, is it Bring It On? Yeah,
Bring
it
It
is
On.
Bring It On.
It is Bring It On.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got,
Oh.
was it Reese and
I did
Eliza?
see that
Yeah,
a long time ago.
Oh, Eliza
Years.
Duke,
Long
too.
time ago. Oh, a year or two. Okay, that's not a
Uh,
long time ago. A long time ago would be like 5 or 4
When it-
years ago
When it came out.
when it came out.
Eliza Dushku.
All right, so do we do the worst personality for everybody?
Sure, we'll go
No,
there.
No, we're not letting you not do this.
You have to do
I
it.
have to. I know.
All
I
right.
do not. I do not. I will do it with a sign-off.
You will do the worst personality this year with the sign off. Okay,
Yes.
so
I will do my worst personality of the year with a sign-off.
So your sign-offs are the worst personality of the year.
there you go. You said it.
You said it, not me. Oh, they don't have that on YouTube.
Oh,
You have to pay $3 to darn.
What for the
Anyway,
watchers?
no. So, what is your outlook for the next year in Magic? What are you excited for? What are you not so excited for? Who do you hate next year? Even though you can't see, you don't know who you would want to hate next year.
Well, I'm excited for the rest of the Theros block.
Ooh,
I
actually, I'm gonna have to put on for my worst personality of the year, David,
really.
because he wants to ban the bell, and our listeners
There
would
you
not
go.
want that to happen.
I guess that's. I don't like the bell though. That's just a personal thing. Yes, Jason. I know you have a bell, but my outlook for next year, I am.
Oh, that's who you're gonna do that at the end of the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am looking forward to the rest of Theros. I agree, and I want to see if Damnation is going to get reprinted like it's been being rumored because it fits the format.
What, for the Vintage Masters?
Oh, and Vintage Masters, yes, in June. I'm gonna pull a foil mock Sapphire and just sell it for like whatever amount that it will be worth, or keep it and watch it be worth like 800 tickets.
Check the chat.
Right.
Oh,
Worse
we
insult.
could always do that. We could all say,
No.
Yes.
No.
"Why that'd be so good."
No, it wouldn't be.
Okay.
It would get me. It would get me more haters than I already have, which is a large number.
Well, I'm on here, so you already got a ton more.
Yep, all the hate
Yeah,
mail,
nobody hates me yet.
Yeah,
which is sad. You don't actually play Magic anymore.
I play a lot of Magic. That's stuff.
I've been drafting like all week.
Oh, right.
I'm
You've
not
been doing
drafting
a
now
lot of
because
drafting.
I'm not drafting right now.
I've been
because
doing a
we're
lot
doing
of
the
drafting
podcast.
too.
I'm sitting on Wastelands, debating on if I want to sell them or buy more.
well,
Do we want to,
what's our
before
last
we
one?
get into our next subject,
what else
for
are we
worst
looking for?
personality of the year, I think we should get into our email and check some feedback that we got this week.
We got emails?
We did. Did you receive my last email regarding grant of $1 million?
Oh, yeah. Do you know how many a day we get? of those guys.
Oh.
Did you receive our last email? No, we didn't. Sorry, we didn't get your last email.
So
We're
I
sorry
sent
we
back,
didn't
PayPal is
reply.
my only way to accept payment. You have been approved to move forward and claim your funds in the, well, they put in 1 million euros Great Britain pounds from the Euro lottery. So what is a Euro Great Britain pound? A Euro pound? That's not a currency. Anyway, you are therefore advised, no D on advised, just advised, to send information below to us urgent for a claims purpose. You can tell it's not an American writing this. Mobile number, current address, winning email, present country. Once again, congratulations. No S in congratulations. And hoping to read from you as this is urgent. Sincerely, Sir Don Wilson. So shout out to Donald Wilson.
So, yeah, Donald Wilson, he knows how to use Google Translate. Congrats to you!
And then in the spam, we have Rewind through 2013 YouTube. And then we have something from Gossett at fuse.net. We are the winner of $161 million, and winner of 161M, have offered to donate $750,000 to you. Kindly reply with full details for more information, and then gives me a BBC link. And that's about it for this week. Oh no, there's a lot of spam. Sponsorship funds.
Yeah, we got a lot of spam there.
Hello, we are individual business sponsors. We sponsor businesses oriented individuals by providing them with financial sponsorship to set up a new business, carry out their business projects, and strengthen the old businesses facing financial difficulties. Sounds like our show. We can sponsor you with any amount ranging from $100,000 USD to $80 million USD. Yes, they have dollar sign and USD.
Who the hell just has $80 million lying around?
Me, clearly. For a start provided, we can rely on your ability to pay back our money within the stipulated period of 10 years. For more details, apply to our sponsorship. Click the reply button to us now. Apply to us. Hey, I have a podcast that can use a sponsor. Would you be willing
Donate $500,000
us weekly, and we can advertise for your website in return? Jason. We'll see what we get from that next week.
And then when you actually get like $500,000 in the PayPal,
We won't be here next week if I get $500,000. So, well, I won't.
All right, I think we just added a new segment to our show, trolling the spam man.
Especially the ones that can't speak English. We should just put it in their native language, whatever we think that may be.
They should take whatever they have, copy and paste it into Google Translate into, like, I don't know, Chinese.
Yep.
Trolling spammers.
Trolling the spammers.
All right.
Delete, save. Okay. So
All
outlook
right.
for the next year, Magic related. What do you plan to do in Magic next year? Don't say open more wastelands or I'll ring the bell.
I don't know. Probably try to go infinite in Moto playing Magic.
If somebody as bad as you can do that, I should be already. Which I kind of am, but kind of not.
I want to go to a PTQ.
PTQs are bad, EV. Try a GP.
GP, PTQ, whatever.
Oh, speaking of, what is that thing what do you call it? We can't say it, but we can say we call it. The thing that we were drafting on earlier?
Yeah, no, let's just avoid...
No.
You're not allowed to talk about...
What was that name?
Never mind.
It was an old movie title.
You're violating the very first rule.
We don't talk about these. You're right.
Rule number 1, no movie talk. Rule number 2, I do not sing.
That's terrible.
Moving on.
Yes, Magic-related outlook. I'm excited to see what the next fall set is because Theros has been terrible. I'm excited to see what they reprint in the core set in terms of modern or legacy cards, and I am excited to see what Commander 2014 brings us. Be right back. So you people talk.
All right. Party time.
Woohoo! It's going. No bell.
No bell. No bell. Minus 100% bell. Plus 100% Eliza Dushku.
There you go.
Yeah, I know my outlook for next year. I want to see what the rest of Theros comes in because I think the flavor is absolutely awesome.
I wish they would bring back the novels.
I would
The
like to see
novels
the
were
novels.
terrible.
They've got graphic novels. that aren't bad, but I love the novels.
I'm looking for the Champions of Kamigawa block.
I mean, the Quest for Karn was the only one I read, and it was terrible. I have not finished it, is how bad it is.
That was like old. I'm talking about for like when did they start them?
That was the
When
last
they
one
actually
they
started
published.
putting them in.
1994.
Was it in the plane shift, right? They started at the actual big set novels in plane shift and all that, I'm pretty sure.
No, it goes back to like 1993, 94 with Arena by William R. Forstchen.
Yeah.
I know because I have like 3 or 4 copies of that book because it's awesome.
But yeah, no. I'm looking for the Champions of Kamigawa ones. That's the only ones I want.
Yeah, that can be on our 2014 wish list.
Yep.
More magic novels.
More magic novels.
Oh, do you imagine a Theros novel? That would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. I would want to know who they make. The main character would have to be Elspeth.
No, that would be a secondary character. The main character would probably be Xenagos.
Xenagos wouldn't be bad.
Because Xenagos is becoming a god in the next set, and he's a planeswalker to begin with.
Wait, he's becoming a god?
Yeah, he's a god in the next set. He's a demigod.
Right, well,
he becomes one of the demigods.
God,
nice.
No, I could see the first book would be Xenagos. The second book would be another character because as soon as you become a demigod, it just you're off the table.
I'm waiting for like one of the older planeswalkers because
Ajani's coming back.
That's good. I want to see how is he going to be green white or just mono white?
Don't know yet. Green white Ajani would be interesting.
It would be.
We don't have a green white planeswalker yet, do we?
Nope. We only have the green planeswalkers are Garuk, Nissa, and Xenagos.
And Garuk.
Domri.
Yeah, we got Domri and Xenagos for red-green. We don't have a green-white.
No, there will be one soon. There has to be. Because Johnny was red-white.
Yeah, he had red-white, white. We've got black-green. We've got black-white. We've got blue-red.
Oh, yeah, we do got black-green. I forgot about Vraska.
Vraska and there's another Garuk.
Oh, yeah.
Or does he not count?
He flips. Yeah, he counts. Garuk of the Veil Curse or something like that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see a different...
I want to see a whole entire new meta in general for standard instead of mono colors. I want 5-color control to come back.
Omnidor Thragfire was 5-color control.
Yeah.
Alright, what are we looking for not magic related?
Zelda Wii U announcement at E3. Other games.
Destiny.
I'm looking forward to...
I'm a Nintendo fan, so...
ESO. ESO dropped its release date, finally. April 4th.
I'm sure Nintendo will publish something good for the 3DS. Oh, Super Smash Brothers is next year.
What, for the Wii U?
Wii U and 3DS.
Mm.
And I'm very excited. I'll get it for 3DS. I don't play Wii U too much.
Alright.
Mainly because there are no games for it. Hey, NOA, if you're listening, let's get some games on the Wii U next year.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is coming out.
It's coming on the Wii U?
Yes.
And is it going to be a stupid GameStop exclusive $200 thing?
I don't think so, but they announced that it was coming out. Oh, and the new Tales game is coming out. That's pretty awesome. It takes place in Tales of Exilia Land.
This is
You say
all
Tales, and I
nonsense
think
to me.
Sonic.
I have not played a Sonic game in a
His
very
name
long
is
time.
actually Miles, but yes.
I'm trying to think. Actually, I'm going to send my buddy a message. Yo, what games are coming next year that I need to be hyped for?
Alright. Anything else?
Yes, we're waiting a response from Brandon. Please, Brandon. Yes, he's typing. Alright, this won't be long.
Uh-huh.
Oh, apparently we all lost the game.
Oh, screw him.
I know. You won't
What do
be
you mean?
listening to this. But
I'm okay. I haven't lost anything.
you lost the game today.
Not even thinking about it. Not thinking. Damn it.
Here's one for you, David. A tweet from Aaron Scaffe. I heard Tony Romo thinks Twilight was better than Hunger Games.
That must have
And
been
apparently my son is listening to me.
okay. I thought for a minute there, I thought it was your wife or girlfriend. I don't know, but
No,
yeah.
I've got a droid sitting over here.
Okay,
My little R2-D2.
there you go.
Your son is R2-D2?
Sounds like it sometimes.
Yeah, no, Twilight. There's no way Twilight is better than the Hunger Games. I'm sorry.
I hate both.
The Hunger Games is a good book. Twilight was just like for teen girls, like kind of like 50 Shades of Grey. It's just
That's
there.
not for young people, I thought.
They read it
I
though.
thought that was for old people.
It is, but the young people read it too.
No, I mean old people like 50s or so.
I have no idea.
Anyway. Hey, that reminds me of a particular person from the Magic community.
Is it a good person or a bad person?
Or
one that shall not be named.
One that shall not be named.
Oh, that worked too.
Yeah, doesn't it fit with the theme of the book?
Yeah.
Why are we talking Harry Potter?
Don't get me started on Harry
Project
Potter.
Cars. I'm not excited for it, but I'm excited to see the Wii U's technical capabilities. Thank you, Brandon. Massive shout out.
What is it?
Project Cars. It doesn't have a name yet.
Ah.
But it's going to be a kind of MMO type thing on the Wii U.
Okay.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for Destiny. It's made by Halo and made by the same people who made Halo. So, and it's an MMO for FPS. So, I'm excited. It looks really good. With Borderlands 2 in thought of when they made the game.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yes.
Speaking of, I don't know if they're going to release it, but I want to see Shadowrun online.
Oh, wow.
That would work.
It's in production.
You just made me think of something. Now I forgot. I'm excited to see what happens to MTGO. That's technically a video game, right?
Yeah.
I want to see what happens with the beta. I think they should scrap it.
I would hate to go back to version 3.
No, I think they should keep it up and then just not do any development for it anymore. Put out a new one.
Go do something else?
Yeah, just make a new one. Put it out, we'll say June of next year, and surprise everyone with how awesome it is.
That would be awesome.
No, it'll be April 1st.
Yep, April Fool's, haha.
Haha, we made a new client. Sucker.
Actually, funny story about April Fools. A few years back, a Nintendo website put a post up on April Fools about a 2DS, and now there is a 2DS. So Nintendo is taking cues from April Fools jokes on Nintendo Life. I like how Brandon just stopped typing after he talked about Project Cars. So, you want to end the show?
All right, David, how can people get a hold of you?
Follow me on Facebook, twitch.dvo3000.tv, email dvo3000@gmail.com.
All that nonsense will be in
All
the show
that
notes.
nonsense in the show notes. Twitter that I never check.
You get an email problem when somebody mentions you.
I don't know. I have never checked it. I did it to do Star City game stuff, and I haven't even used it. Because if I ever want premium, I just call a friend and be like, hey, give me this.
Yep,
He goes, "Oh."
that's how I do that too.
I never get premium. I just, hey, I want to read this article. Okay.
There's
here,
actually a
I'll-
website out there. I forget the name of it, but they post all the premium articles.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
Nice.
I don't use it. Alright, so if you can get to contact me, don't contact me. Everything's in the show notes if you want to anyway.
All right, and people can find me on Twitter at Master Greystone. You can find me on MTGO, maybe, as Greystone. And, yeah, that's about all the
And
info
on
I'm
Fight
giving
Club
out.
is Greystone.
Well, number one, you shall not talk about Flight Club.
That is true.
Exactly. You're now banned.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not a moderator. You've never been in my stream, so you're not a mod.
I am.
Other.
Yeah, other.
Other you?
Alright,
Other
so
you.
let's
Okay.
wrap this show up. You wanted to do something at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, your worst
I guess-
personality.
Yeah, my worst personality.
Dragging you
So,
on through this.
yeah, you guys are forcing me into this. I gotta say this, and I'm only gonna say it once. Fuck you, E.Hustle! You can end broadcast.
Oh no, we're not editing that.
What?
That was necessary for my...
Oh, that felt
You
liberating.
said accept E.Hustle in show notes.
Yes, he was saying, do that, but instead of doing the quote, take those words out and add in those words.
Oh.
You just ruined the whole thing.
Well, I'll cut all of us talking out. So thank
right.
you all very much for listening, and repeat that line.
F you, E-Hustle!